The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Getting your work week started right by stretching out your vagina holes with the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this time?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
The Shogun of Harlem.
All right, everybody. Hello, good morning, and welcome to the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I am your host, Alien Stone, all up in your face from outer space, broadcasting from the dark side of the moon and from beyond. Okay, enough of that. Anyway, we are cruising along at triple redunculous speeds. Do not worry. The gravitational plates are gravitating. The inertia canceller, it's canceling. And the deflector array, it's deflecting. Kind of goes without saying, right? Anyway, 3 hours. I got you for 3 hours for the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Coming up on the show today, Carlton gets denied. And who wants to play the part of the Penguin in the upcoming movie, The Batman? Bathroom bomb threat. And a shout out to the maids. I'll tell you why. A shout out to all the maids at the hotel rooms. And sex robots. Do they have multiple uses? And what did a lady make a dress out of? And it was donated. Something was donated to her and she made a dress out of it. I'll talk to you about that. And a brand new invention for people who want to keep their hands clean while cleaning their booties. Lots of music for the vagina holes, news from NPR, the sports update from the Prospect, and this week's Just a Few Questions from Inside the Mothership, Flight of the Masturbator. All of that on the way. But first, let's go ahead and get things started the way we always do.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
Let's take a look at this day in history.
February 18th, 1885. Mark Twain's The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, one of the great American novels, is first published in the United States. 1861, months before the Civil War breaks out, Jefferson Davis is sworn in as President of the newly formed Confederate States of America. 1970, 5 of the Chicago 7 defendants are found guilty of conspiring to incite riots at the 1968 Democratic National Convention. The convictions are later overturned. 2001, veteran FBI agent Robert Hansen is arrested, accused of spying for Moscow for years. At first, Hansen pleads innocent, but then changes his plea to guilty, and he's sentenced to life in prison. Also that same year,
we've lost Dale Earnhardt.
In Florida, auto racing star Dale Earnhardt Sr. dies from injuries received in a crash at the Daytona 500. He was 49. And in 1954...
You know, I work on my hair a long time, and you hit it. He hits my hair.
Actor John Travolta, whose movie roles include Saturday Night Fever, Grease, and Pulp Fiction, is born in Englewood, New Jersey. Today in history, February 18th, John Belmont, The Associated Press.
All right, it's time to go ahead and get some music into your ear holes. Coming from a good friend of mine, Austin Kelly. This is his tune, City of the Damned. And you are tuned to the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your Vajir holes.
Turntable.
You have been beamed aboard and are now inside the mothership for the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Can you feel it?
All right, everybody, it's time now for the punchlines. Oh, where's my other piece of paper? Gotta have that. Oh, here it is. I'm so unprepared. This portion of the show is brought to you by Ashley's of Westland. Please join them February 20th, where two breweries, Farmington Brewery Company and Dragon Mead Brewing, will be facing off in the 2019 Brewery Throwdown. They'll be fighting for your vote on Wednesday to see who will move on in the March Madness style bracket. Each beer that they sell from 5 to 11 will count towards their total, and at the end of the night, they'll tally them up and declare a winner to move on. Just remember that with good beer, everybody wins at Ashley's. That's Ashley's of Westland, located at 7525 Wayne Road in Westland. The best for food, friends, and entertainment is Ashley's of Westland, Michigan's premier multi-tap. So, punchlines number uno. A beagle adopts a baby possum, and it's supposed to be cute. Everybody says that's cute. I am from Michigan, myself, and I've seen many, many possums. They're not cute at all. I gotta sneeze here. What am I supposed to do? You know, I'm on the air and I gotta sneeze. On Facebook, too. First sneeze on Facebook, live! Making history here on the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. They're not cute, man. They're ugly as hell. Possums. I don't even a baby possum. They're ugly. Wow, now I gotta recover from a sneeze on the air live. Wow. Sneezes are violent for me. Sometimes I think I might blow something out of my head I might need. Just saying. New Tinder-like app helps farmers match livestock up for love. Sure it does. It matches livestock with other livestock. Sure it does. Here's one that was posted from a farmer named Jed. His interests include chewing tobacco, staring at the sun, and screwing sheep on the edge of a cliff for the pushback. You know, people wouldn't be so bad until they talk and do stuff. And then they get all people-y. I've had enough. For $5,000, you can hunt Bigfoot with Jose Canseco. A Jose Canseco bet? Tell me you didn't pay money for this. Really? You're going to pay $5,000 to hunt a mythical creature with Jose Canseco? Guess he's got to save up for steroids. You know, they get expensive. And folks, just saying. But that has been the punchlines. All right, punchlines number 2 coming up in hour number 2. Hour number 2. Right now, where are we at in the show? We're about to talk about, remember Carlton from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Alfonso Ribeiro. That's his name. But we're just going to call him Carlton. Well, there was a video game that came out where I believe it was a football game. And the end zone dance routine was the Carlton dance, which I'm sure if you've ever seen The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, you know what the Carlton dance is. You've seen the Carlton dance. Don't pretend like you haven't seen it. So, he saw this video game come out with doing his signature dance, the one that he did on the show. And he flipped out saying that it was copyright infringement. You know, they can't take this dance and everything. And he took it to the courts, and they battled it out and everything. And we did a big story on it and stuff on how he wanted to get a copyright on a dance move. We were wondering, can you do that? And I'm thinking that you can. However, I think that you have to get the copyright on that dance move before somebody else copies the dance move. You can't go after the fact and be like, hey, yeah, I want to get a copyright on that. Well, it's too late now. Somebody else has already done it. Oh, well, I'm suing them for the, you can't sue them because you don't have a copyright. Well, I came in to get a copyright. You can't get a copyright now because somebody already did it. So he lost. You lost, Alfonso. You lost. Anybody can do the Carlton dance now. Turns out anybody can do it. You don't have to get written permission. You don't have to call his manager up and beg for usage of some silly little dance that he did on a show. I mean, come on, you can't copyright that. That's as ridiculous as I believe it was actually Metallica that tried to copyright the F-E chord progression on a guitar. Like, they were the ones that invented that. Like, we invented that. We did it first, so we got to copyright it. Anybody uses that, man, you owe me a nickel. I mean, really? Come on. Come on. Anyway, you lost, Carlton. You lost. Also, real quick, before we get into some more music for your Vajir holes, there's a new movie coming out. Well, they're going to be making it. It's called The Batman. Yeah, because of course we need another Batman movie, right? Okay. Maybe this time it'll be different. It's called The Batman. It's going to have different people in it, of course. It's going to be from a different angle, and it's going to be a reboot, of course. It's going to, forget about all the other movies. But one thing that I did see that I felt was kind of cool was the guy that wants to play the part of the Penguin in the movie. And I'm thinking about this actor, and I'm like, I think he would do an excellent job, especially if they're going to be doing a new twist on the movie. I think that they should go more in between the Adam West comic book style and the style that we saw with Danny DeVito, in between the two. And when they said Jack Black wanted to play the part of the Penguin, I thought to myself, that would work. That could work. Absolutely, that could work. It could also be, a terrible crash and burn. There's no question about that. It could be absolutely horrible and stupid, and people can be just like, okay, we're done with the Bat. We don't need to see another Batman movie. It's kind of like Spider-Man. We're done with that too. Come up with something new, Hollywood. Come up with something new. How about we play a little music now for your Vajir holes? Music from a band called Half-Life. D = MC Square. The name of the tune. And you are listening to the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
feel me creeping. Hot ash and never sleeping. Midnight oil dripping down through the grapevine. And a little bit harder, and a little bit louder, and a little bit stronger. Just town rolling on a D train. And a little bit louder, and a little bit harder, and a little bit stronger. Just town rolling on a D train.
your kind? Do you have some angels on your side? Do you have control over your mind? Of your mind. Of your mind. Of your mind. Of your mind. Do you see your way through this maze? Can you see at all through the haze? Do you need some help to survive? Do you need someone to realize? Of your mind. Of your mind. Of your mind. Of your mind. Do you see the error of your ways? Do they see the mistakes that you have made? Can they hear you through your endless cries? Tell me, do they see right through your disguise? Your mind. Of your mind. Of your mind. Of your mind.
All right, Michelle Wolf and her band H.R. Rustica on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space. It's time to take a short break, a pause in the action for station identification. We'll be back with a bathroom bomb threat and a shout-out to maids all over the world right after this short break and a news update. So go nowhere. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
And now your weekly news update from NPR.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
I've always listened to it.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Giles Snyder. A top White House advisor says President Trump is prepared to issue the first veto of his term if Congress votes to disapprove of his declaration of a national emergency along the southern border.
He's going to protect his national emergency declaration guaranteed.
Senior White House advisor Stephen Miller speaking on Fox News Sunday. Democrats are planning to introduce a joint resolution disapproving of the declaration. Several Republican senators have indicated they will support the move. Republican Congressman Will Hurd's Texas district is on the Mexican border. He disagrees with President Trump's declaration, telling CBS's Face the Nation the government is not designed to operate that way.
Our government was designed for the most ultimate power, the power of the purse, to reside within Congress, and we shouldn't have an executive, I don't care if it's Republican or Democrat, that tries to get around Congress.
If Trump issues a veto, it remains unclear if there are enough Republican votes to prevent the two-thirds majority in both chambers to override it. The national emergency declaration is also facing legal challenges. Former FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe says the president is unwilling to listen to intelligence that contradicts Russian leader Vladimir Putin. NPR's Kerry Johnson reports that in his new book, McCabe describes President Trump as unfit for the job.
In an interview with NPR's Morning Edition, Andrew McCabe says he launched an investigation of President Trump after the firing of FBI Director James Comey. McCabe says around that time, a Justice Department official mulled whether to try to invoke the 25th Amendment that would remove Trump from office. McCabe says he doesn't know if the country has ever seen the number of contacts between people in and around the president and his campaign with America's most serious international enemy, the government of Russia. Kerry Johnson, NPR News, Washington.
As funerals take place for victims of a deadly suicide car bomb in Kashmir, a region claimed by both India and Pakistan, there are fears of a backlash against Kashmiri people living in India, as NPR's Lauren Freyer reports from Mumbai.
Indian police have set up a hotline for people to report violence against mostly Muslim Kashmiris living in the rest of Hindu-majority India. This comes after a suicide car bombing killed at least 40 Indian security forces in Kashmir. A Pakistan-based militant group claimed responsibility, but the bomber himself was a local Kashmiri man. There have been anti-Pakistan protests, but also some calls for revenge against Kashmiris themselves. There are reports of landlords evicting Kashmiri tenants. Kashmiri students have fled college dormitories amid harassment. Some schools have added extra security for them. Lauren Fryer, NPR News, Mumbai.
Ashley's of Westland. The best for food, friends, and entertainment. Stop in on Mondays for $5 burgers, Tuesdays for $3 pints and trivia, Wednesdays for $5 pizza, and don't forget to stop by on Saturday nights to visit our own DJ Wild Bill and Sporkle Live. Order delivery online with Grubhub and Uber Eats at Ashley's.com. Ashley's of Westland is located at 7525 Wayne Road in Westland, Michigan. Ashley's of Westland, Michigan's premier multi-tap.
The Paul Farah Comedy Show on Alien X Radio every Monday at 8 p.m. ET. Tune in for comedy guest music and a whole load of madness erupting on the airwaves. The Paul Farah Comedy Show. Let the mayhem commence.
Resistance is futile, but you can struggle if you like.
It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
You got something to say? Say it, bucko. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919.
All right, everybody, welcome back once again. You are tuned to the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space. I am your host, Alien Stone, and welcome, and good morning. We are in the second half of hour number 1. And, we got some music for the Vajir holes coming up still. Indeed. And we're also going to talk about sex robots. And they might have another purpose. It's a conspiracy theory, I'm telling you. Stay away from the sex robots. Everybody's out there like, really? I need to get rid of my sex robot right away. And a lady got a bunch of donations to make a dress. And let me tell you about that. And a brand new invention for people who want to get their heinies clean, but want to keep their fingers clean at the same time. As if this is a problem. Do people have this problem? Are you always like, oh, dang it, I got poop all over my hand again? Really? Really? You ain't got that mastered yet? It's rough. Life is rough. Anyway, some music for the Vajir holes on the way, but first, a bathroom bomb threat. It was at a Home Depot. Okay, so the cops were called. The cops evacuated the place, and they investigated because a customer had called and said that he heard in the bathroom that a guy said that he was going to blow this place up. He was in the bathroom. Now, are you not, I don't know, did you just like beam here from another world? I don't know. Do you not understand what the person was saying? He went into a bathroom stall. There were other people in the bathroom. He said, you might want to get out of here. This is what he said. You might want to get out of here because I'm fixing to blow this place up. Now, anybody in my circle of people, friends and people that I know, would know immediately that this guy is about to take an enormous dookie. Okay, straight up. That's what he just told everybody. I'm going to make a big dookie. It's going to stink. It's going to be horrible. So if you have a chance, save yourself and run. That's exactly what I would have got from that. But no, this customer really thought this guy was going to blow this place up with a bomb. And he calls the police. So the police come. They evacuate the place. Are you kidding me? Yeah. So anyway, they find the guy, and the guy's like, no, I don't have a bomb. I just had a burrito for dinner, and, the night before, and it's like, and I had to release the beast. And there was a big laugh. Ha ha, that was funny. Anyway, before we get into music for the Vajir holes, I did promise you a big shout out for all the maids all over the world. And this is this is just something that I saw a meme. I'm sorry, I just saw a meme on Facebook. And it made me think of them. It said, shout out to all the maids that have to change the sheets on February 15th. Wow. Yeah. But shout out to y'all, man. You do a great job. You work hard, man. Hey, man, take care of your maids. You're supposed to tip your maids, too. You know that, right? You're supposed to tip the maids. When you go to a hotel? Yes. Tip them. Anyway, the Creepy Chaos, Lady Hijacket on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
Simple-minded, but figured he was perfectly harmless. Violent man, and nice man, just like anybody else. The only difference, I'd say, in the man, he seems to be a little hot.
Tick-tock goes the clock in the evening, my hand closed off. Following the articles to the easy work where the sword's still soft. Apple pie order, right back in the case when I'm done. Tucked in neat, waist not
beyond planet chaos directly into your vagir holes. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com.
All right, everybody, and welcome back to the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I'm your host, Alien Stone, and this portion of the show is brought to you by Ashley's of Westland. It's the best for food, friends, and entertainment. It's Ashley's of Westland, located at 7525 Wayne Road in Westland. Stop on in on Mondays for $5 burgers, Tuesdays $3 pints and trivia, Wednesdays $5 pizza, and Saturdays, stop on in for Sporkle Live with our own DJ, Wild Bill, as he records Sporkle Live. Maybe you can get on the recording and then be on the air. That'd be kind of awesome. Order online for delivery with Grubhub and Uber Eats at ashleys.com. That's Ashley's of Westland, Michigan's premier multi-tap. So, what are we going to talk about for the end of this hour? Well, we got a few things here. First off, I know everybody just went out and bought their brand spanking new sex robot. And you're just now getting it, used to it and everything. And, you're trying out all the cool features. Right? I know you just got it. And now you're being told that it could be used for something else. Well, what else could your sex robot be used for? Well, it turns out that a skilled hacker might be able to hack in to your sex robot and turn it into an assassin. That's right. So, let's say you're a mayor or a governor or something like that, or I don't know, some political person or whatever, some person of power, and you get yourself the brand spanking new Pleasure 3000 sex robot. And you bring it into your house and you get ready. You got the Barry White on. The candles are lit. Lights are down low. You're getting ready. You're getting ready to try out that brand spanking new, fine looking piece of machinery that you just purchased online anonymously. And then a hacker breaks in and all of a sudden the robot starts beating the crap out of you. And grabs you by the legs and just starts smacking you against the wall. Whack, whack, whack. That could be bad, right? That would qualify as bad. That would be a rough day. I'm just saying. So, if you just got that brand spanking new sex robot, what I'm saying is, you might want to disconnect the modem. You don't need any of that outside interference. Just when people think that they went away from human beings into machines to keep from getting diseases, now they can still get viruses. What? Oh, okay. Anyway, sex robot assassins. Brought to you by Today. Another thing to worry about. All right, this woman is disgusting. All right, I'm going to tell you about this woman, okay? She's into fashion. She likes to make her own clothes and stuff, and she designed this beautiful dress. But the problem is that she wanted to make this dress out of an exotic material that was very difficult to come by, okay? She could make her own material, but it would take a very, 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 very long time to make the amount of material that she would need to make the dress. So she went out on the internet, and she asked everybody out there to send her whatever they could of this material so that she could make this dress. So she got donations from all over the place from anonymous people sending her this material that she put together and made her dress. Now, what is the material, you ask? Are you ready for this? Pubic hair. Yes. She made a dress out of pubic hair, which is in and of itself fairly disgusting. She made it out of random pubic hair from random people sent to her. Yeah. twisted. Are you kidding me? Yes. No, not yes, I'm kidding you. But yes, she made a dress out of human pubic hair that she asked for to be sent to her from random strangers from all over the place. Some people, I'm telling you what, man, some people have got something going on that's different than the rest of us. You know, one of these people isn't like the other. You know what I'm saying? Just some people are just, they're operating at a different, I don't know, it's a different plane, or if it's a different dimension. I don't know what that's about. But anyway, one of these people that operate outside of our dimension is a person that invented this. Okay, like toilet paper is not good enough, right? Toilet paper is not good enough. Apparently, there's some people out there that just can't figure out how to do that procedure without getting boo-boo all over their hands, I guess, because this guy has invented, and you can buy them in the big packages now, okay? They're called shittens. Shittens. That's what they're called. They are mittens that are made out of toilet paper material. You put it on your hand, and then you do what you got to do with the mitten, and then when you're all done, you grab the thing and you turn it inside out, and you can flush them. They're called shittens, everybody, and I'm not shitting you. We will be back with hour number 2 right after this short break and pausing the action for station identification. You are listening to The Attack on the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
Ashley's of Westland, the best for food, friends, and entertainment. Stop in on Mondays for $5 burgers, Tuesdays for $3 pints and trivia, Wednesdays for $5 pizza, and don't forget to stop by on Saturday nights to visit our own DJ Wild Bill and Sporko Live. Order delivery online with Grubhub and Uber Eats at Ashley's.com. Ashley's of Westland is located at 7525 Wayne Road in Westland, Michigan. Ashley's of Westland, Michigan's premier multi-tap.
My God, what have I done? What have I done?
Look at the turning wheel.
The Alignment, the latest CD from The Creeping Chaos, featuring Dead in the Water.
Dead in the water.
Beg for mercy and Under the Blade.
We live our lives under a blade.
Available now at iTunes, CD Baby, and Rock of Ages in Garden City.
Are you looking for a way to get your message out there? Have you been looking for just the right way to advertise your business, website, or upcoming event? Have you thought about advertising on the radio but thought it would be too expensive? Well, you should try advertising on Alien X Radio. We have advertising packages for every budget starting as low as $30 per month. That's right, radio advertising for as little as $1 a day. You don't have a commercial? No problem. Our copywriting and production department can create a radio spot complete with voiceovers, sound effects, and music that's just right for your needs. And unlike other stations, the production is included. So what are you waiting for? Just visit www.alienxradio.com and click on the advertisers link to get a look at our packages and rates. Then contact us at advertising@alienxradio.com. That's advertising@alienxradio.com.
Me and my lady want to get busy tonight. What do you recommend?
Igor's Lube.
I got my fist stuck in a gravy boat. Any ideas on how I can get it out?
Igor's Lube.
The hinges on my cabinet doors are squeaky. What should I use?
Igor's Lube.
I got dry, flaky elbows.
Igor's Lube.
Okay, but what if I'm being held hostage by a supervillain in an underground lair with a ticking time bomb and only seconds left until detonation? What would save me then, huh?
Igor's Lube.
baby. That's right. Everything is smoother with Igor's Lube.
Igor's Lube. Get some today and get some tomorrow. Alien X Fest 2019. Live at the Token Lounge, Westland, Michigan. Saturday, February 23rd. Doors at 7. $10 cover. Dark Serenity. Sugar Punk Fairies. Concrete Angels. Vicarians. And the Creeping Chaos. Tune in and rock out as we broadcast live on alienxradio.com. 18 and over with proper ID. Don't miss the LTD guitar raffle for Forgotten Harvest. Alien X Fest 2019.
The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
Shogun of Harlem.
Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
All right, everybody, welcome. It's hour number 2 of the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. I'm your host, Alien Stone, all in your face from outer space. I am having a blast this morning. Hopefully you are as well. We are broadcasting live on alienxradio.com. We're broadcasting live on Facebook.com. And we are broadcasting live on YouTube.com. Basically, we're just like all over the place. So if there's no way that you can check out the show, then you are just technologically impaired. That's all I can tell you. You are technologically impaired and you need some help. So we'll send you a cell phone or something. I don't know. Get an Obama phone. I don't know. Something. Anyway, dude, thank you for tuning in. Also, head on over to alienxradio.com. You can jump in the chat room. I check that every once in a great while because not too many people use it because it's kind of a weird chat room. But head on over there right now to alienxradio.com. There's a little link up at the top. It says chat room. You click on that and bloop, it'll pop up another window, and there you are. You are in the chat room. You can talk to me live that way. But one of the best ways that you can talk to me on the show is live on the air by calling 313-444-8919. Again, that's 313-444-8919. Country code is 1, so 1-313-444-8919. That's how you give me a call. Also, if you happen to want to call me through Skype, that's even easier. My Skype code, my Skype handle, whatever you want to call it, is Alienstone and the number 1. No spaces. Alienstone and the number 1. Alienstone1. Give me a call here on the show. We'll talk about whatever it is you want to talk about. You can request music. Whatever. I don't care. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. And we're going to go ahead and get hour number 2 underway the way we always do with one of these things right here.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
What the Florida? What the Florida?
Florida man assaults his boss with frozen hamburger. Anyone who works for a disrespectful boss has probably imagined punching that boss square in the face every now and again. But have you ever considered assaulting said horrible boss with a frozen piece of prime USDA beef? No, because that would be completely insane, right? Well, not when you're talking about stories originating in Florida. 29-year-old fast food worker Russell Francis Gomez showed up late to work at the restaurant The Crystal, and when he found out he would be written up for the infraction, Gomez did what any normal person would do when expressing his displeasure to his boss. He sat down like an adult, listened, and had an intelligent discussion with his boss about tardiness and its effect on the workplace environment, and then apologized and said he wouldn't let it happen again. We're kidding. He started throwing frozen hamburger patties at his boss. As he chucked the frozen chuck, the store manager tried to escape to his office, and Gomez began knocking over equipment and pouring cooking oil on the floor. Apparently, as Gomez's tantrum continued, other Crystal employees helped customers escape the meaty bombardment. Gomez then moved on to other forms of property damage. According to a police department statement, he, quote, flipped the circuit breakers, overturned trash cans, and damaged electronic equipment. Gomez tried to flee the scene, but two customers blocked him from leaving because he was, quote, saying he was going to return and making threats towards the manager. Gomez then spat in the face of one of the customers who had grabbed and restrained him until police arrived. Ba-da-da-da-da. Not loving it.
What the Florida?
All right, folks, it's time for a little Influence. Breathe, the name of the tune, and you're listening to the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
I try to breathe, but there's nowhere. This cloudy room won't bring me in. I try to breathe, but there's nowhere. I try to breathe. I see inside you now, won't see inside you again. I see inside you now, and I will breathe. Yeah. Try to breathe, but the air it fails me. Here in this soul of self-affliction, I've buried me. I try to breathe deep in this fog until it fills my head and sleep will come for me. Cannot seem to find a way.
Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your vajir holes. You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. You have been beamed aboard and are now inside the mothership for the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
All right, everybody, it's time now for the punchlines. This portion of the show is brought to you by Ashley's of Westland. Please join them on February 20th, where two breweries, Farmington Brewery Company and Dragon Mead Brewing, will be facing off in the 2019 Brewery Throwdown. They will be fighting for your vote on Wednesday to see who will move on in the March Madness style bracket. Each beer that they sell from 5 to 11 will count towards their total, and at the end of the night, they'll tally them all up and declare a winner to move on. Just remember that with good beer, everybody wins at Ashley's. That's Ashley's of Westland, located at 7525 Wayne Road in Westland. For the best in food, friends, and entertainment, it's Ashley's of Westland, Michigan's premier multi-tap. So, punchlines number 2. Winky, the Bichon Frise, loses at Westminster allegedly, but wins the internet. See, now this is just like a ridiculous headline. I mean, it's like, I struggled trying to get through it. I mean, it's just, I almost fell asleep twice. Winky, the Bichon Frise, loses at Westminster agility. See, I can't even read it. I'm passing out. Agility, but wins the internet. And anyone who cares would have already watched this. So to report on it, just, I mean, there's like the five people that actually care were there. I know, that's mean. That's mean. Slim pickings on the news stories this week that I can make fun of, you know, without hurting somebody's feelings and making them go to the cry closet and report me. Couple takes. Let me make sure I'm reading this right. A couple takes in a starving dog only to watch him transform before their very eyes. Now you're scaring people with these headlines. What do you mean he transformed before their eyes? Was he a werewolf? No, he's not a werewolf. Just a dog. I don't know what you mean by that. To watch him transform. Maybe he was nice outside and they brought him inside and then he got all nasty and mean and tried to kill them in their house. The better to eat you with, he said. And the werewolf said... No, I'm just kidding. James and the Giant Peach stage prop looks a lot like a giant something else. Think about a peach. Yeah, I could see that. Or maybe they're just reusing props from the vagina monologues. No? All right, like I said, it was slim pickings on the punchlines this week. What can I tell you? I do apologize. That's been the punchlines. All right. As I said, brought to you by Ashley's of Westland. So, still coming up on the show, we are going to be talking about... this is a name that I haven't heard in a long time. Social Distortion. Let's mention them. That's right, D-Unit. I'm going to do some kind of music news of some kind. I scooped him once before on some music news, too. He got all offended. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He didn't. We're also going to talk about police, they police intercept 4 pounds of cocaine. And where did they find the 4 pounds of cocaine? We'll talk about that. Dicks on your back. Sounds like everybody, that sounds like your day at work. But it's worse for this guy. I'll explain. Grand Theft Auto Dreaming. Grand Theft Auto Dreaming. It sounds like a song, right? We'll talk about that. And assault with a delicious weapon. That's what we're going to talk about right now. Assault with a delicious weapon. This guy got arrested. Okay, he got arrested for throwing his burrito at his wife. Yes, he got domestic violence charges and arrested for throwing a burrito at his wife. Now, I guess you can argue if it was an ultra super hot burrito that, and I don't mean like spicy, I mean like temperature, like it just came out of the microwave, it's steaming and everything, that maybe like it splattered on her, she would like be burned or something, that could be an assault. Or I could also believe if he just pulled it out of the freezer and it's like a rock and you threw it, now, yeah, that's an assault. But if it just like threw it out and like it bounced off of her and it's like a lukewarm, ready to eat burrito, domestic violence charges, really, for a burrito? I don't know. It just seems a little harsh. Maybe there's more to the story. Like I said, we don't do the story. We just do the punchline. We just do the headline. Read the headline, and we run with it. Like CNN. Anyway, where are we at on here? Assault with a delicious weapon. I love that title. Anyway, here's another thing about deliciousness. Okay, I love A&W. And I don't mean the root beer. I mean the restaurant A&W. And apparently these people really, really, really love A&W as well. Because they were in the drive-thru waiting for their food when the restaurant caught on fire. Yes, it was on fire. Flames coming out. It's on fire, burning. These people stayed in line waiting for their food. Okay, restaurants being evacuated. Everybody's outside. These guys are at the window honking. Where's my, where's my hot dog? Really? Really? I mean, I could expect that at like a Tim Hortons. Because the addiction to the coffee, which I, by the way, drink once a week. And it's during the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast. It's the only day of the week I drink coffee. Go figure. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into some more music for the Virginia Holes. Shall we? How about Electric Life? I haven't heard that tune in a little while. It's by another good friend. Can you call a band a friend? Yeah, I guess. They're friends of the station and the show. Spiral Crush, the name of the band, and Electric Life. You are listening to the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
You up
Yeah, a little music there from Soldier's Last Breath on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space. I am your host, Alien Stone. It is time for a short break, a pause in the action for station identification. We'll be coming back. We'll be talking about the brand spanking new zombie deer virus. And we're also going to talk about social distortion there in music news once again. And police found 4 pounds of cocaine. Where did they find that? And here's a guy that's got a bunch of dicks on his back. Just saying. And Grand Theft Auto Dreamin'. All of that coming up right after this short break. And the weekly sports update with the prospect. Go nowhere. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
And now your weekly sports update with the prospect.
Hello everyone, welcome to the weekly sports update with the prospect on Alien X Radio. It's over. It's finally over. The NFL has reached a settlement with Colin Kaepernick and Eric Reid regarding their collusion grievance against the league. The announcement has turned the page on what seemed like an eternity in the case of Colin and Eric's quest to play in the same league that they accused of turning their collective backs on them for their kneel down during the national anthem back in 2016. Whether the intent to put a spotlight on racial and social injustice was justified or disrespectful is a debate that will rage on for eternity, but at least the legal drama is ultimately over. With all good dramas, there is a twist or two. In Eric's case, since the incident, he's still in the league, playing for the Carolina Panthers in a 3-year deal worth $22 million, so at least he's still doing good for himself. Colin, however, hasn't seen the field since. He's been contacted by a couple of teams, but nothing new was signed. He's even more recently had an offer from the new Alliance of American Football to just give him an opportunity to play again, but he has reportedly turned them down because of his demand for a $20 million contract, which is far, far, far more than the non-guaranteed 3-year $250,000 that all players get. Hopefully for Colin's sake, he swallows his pride and gets back on the field soon, because there's not that many football leagues out there in North America and they'll all be watching. But hey, the XFL is rebooting next year, so there is that. Someone that doesn't have to worry about work is Joe Flacco, who has been traded to Denver for a mid-round pick. Now some are throwing the penalty flag on this one because of Flacco's lackluster performances of late, but we must remember that he did win Super Bowl 47 and was the MVP of that game, so he's no stranger to getting the Lombardi Trophy. The trade won't be made official until March 13th, so get your orange and blue Flacco unis while they're hot. Well, tune in next week for more sports. For Alien X Radio, this is your boy the Prospect. Say until next time, Prospect out.
Westland, the best for food, friends, and entertainment. Stop in on Mondays for $5 burgers, Tuesdays for $3 pints and trivia, Wednesdays for $5 pizza, and don't forget to stop by on Saturday nights to visit our own DJ Wild Bill and Sport Go Live. Order delivery online with Grubhub and Uber Eats at Ashley's.com. Ashley's of Westland is located at 7525 Wayne Road in Westland, Michigan. Ashley's of Westland, Michigan's premier multi-tap.
Captain, I'm picking up a strange anomaly.
Mr. Tukok, what is it? It appears to be a primitive form of communication that is traveling through space, Captain.
Captain, I've traced the source of the transmission.
On screen. Damn it, Jim. That's Earth.
Captain, a signal's coming in.
On speaker.
The John LeBang Show is on every Saturday and Sunday at 8 p.m. right here on Alien X Radio.
Fascinating. I told you not to mess with the space-time continuum.
Got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8990.
Everybody, if you got what it
Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your Vajir holes. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Come on.
All right, everybody. Hello and welcome to the second half of the show now. You didn't even feel that turnaround, right? We made a sharp turn. We're headed back towards planet Earth right now. That's the inertia cancelers. They're smooth. They were installed at Jupiter Station. They were awesome there. Did a fantastic job. I recommend their services to you. If your spaceship needs some inertia cancelers or some gravitational plates installed, I recommend their work. They do a good job. Much, much better than the Geek Squad. Just saying. Anyway, welcome to the show. Unbelievable. Coming up on the show still, we got more music for your Vajir holes, of course. We're going to keep assaulting your Vajir holes with music. We're also going to talk about 4 pounds of cocaine and where the police found these 4 pounds of cocaine. A guy with a bunch of dicks on his back. And Grand Theft Auto Dreamin'. And I'm not even talking about a video game. So what is that about? I don't know. All that is on the way. And Social Distortion, the band, back in the news once again. And a brand spanking new virus, a disease amongst the deer population. And it could threaten humanity. We're talking apocalypse, everybody. Whoa. Really? An apocalypse? No, not really. But it could be very, very bad. Just saying. Trying to find some music for your Vajir holes right now. There's a lot of brand spanking new bands that have joined the fleet of awesomeness that is known as the Alien X Radio Artists List. I don't know whatever you want to call it. I said as it's known as. It's not known as. As it's called. It's not called. AXR Artists, I guess, would be the best way to say that. In fact, why don't we just go ahead and do some of that right now? Since Alien X Fest 2019 is coming up this Saturday, we're going to be broadcasting live from the Token Lounge in Westland, Michigan. And we've got a lot of awesome Alien X Radio artists that are playing at that show. Figure I might as well just go ahead and play one of their tunes right now to get you familiar with what you're going to be rocking out to Saturday night as we celebrate another awesome year of Alien X Radio. A band called Dark Serenity. They'll be playing the show, as well as the Creeping Chaos and Concrete Angels and Vicariant and Sugar Punk Fairies. And I'm sure there's another one that I can't think of at the moment right off the top of my head. But right here is Dark Serenity, False Reality, the name of the tune. And it's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. You have been beamed aboard and are now inside the mothership
For the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
When's the last time you had a good time?
broadcasting from beyond planet chaos directly into your vagir holes.
Let's rock this joint. Let's rock this joint.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. We're just about done with hour number 2 of the Attack. But remember, it's a 3-hour show, and coming up right after the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space, we've got Don't Touch the Hair. It's your weekly fix of those hair bands that you heard in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And would you take your requests? That, of course, won't be live on Facebook and on YouTube. That'll just be on alienxradio.com, which you can hear by going to the website at alienxradio.com, or you can use the TuneIn app on your smart device and just search for Alien X Radio. We're on there. You can find us pretty much all over the place now. But the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space is where we're at right now. And here we are, moving and grooving right along. This portion of the show is brought to you by Ashley's of Westland. The best for food, friends, and entertainment is Ashley's of Westland, located at 7525 Wayne Road in Westland. Stop on in on Mondays for $5 burgers, Tuesdays for $3 pints and trivia, Wednesdays for $5 pizza, and Saturdays stop on in. And you can check out our own DJ Wild Bill as he does Sporkle Live, and you can get involved with that. Order online for delivery with Grubhub and Uber Eats at Ashley's.com. That's Ashley's of Westland, Michigan's premier multi-tap. So, that all being said, let's go ahead and get to what I call breaking news, everybody. Oh my gosh. Breaking news. The zombie deer virus has been officially reported by somebody who posted it on Facebook. So there's a virus that the deer population is starting to get, which makes them very zombie-like. Okay, so it makes them kind of lethargic and slow, and they stagger, and they kind of stare at you, and they're no longer afraid of humans. And then they become aggressive, where they start charging at humans and such. So they're calling it like a zombie virus for the deers. But here is the actual fear, is they believe that it is possible for this particular virus to jump species into the human population, which means that humans are going to get zombie deer virus. And then what are we going to call it? Just the zombie virus? But is it going to... It's not really a zombie virus. I don't know. What is it? They don't seem to have any answers. They don't seem to know how to fix this. Well, is there like... You can't do therapy on them and stuff. You know, it's got to be like something that you can just introduce into the... I don't know what. Into the water? How do you give it to all the deer? I don't know. Crop dust something? I don't know. But the deer population getting the zombie virus. Sounds scary. Zombie deers. We remember that movie. You probably don't remember this movie. Go to Netflix. I'm sure you can find it on there. They got all kinds of garbage on there. The movie was called Zombievers. Zombievers. And yes, it's about zombie beavers. And it has this really cool lounge tune. Zombievers. Zombievers. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Awesomely bad. Anyway, you should check out that movie. Social distortion in the news. Once again, you remember the band Social? I can't play it on here because I don't have legal rights to play Social Distortion. But they did all kinds of really cool tunes. They did some Johnny Cash remakes. They're kind of like a punk band if Johnny Cash was young and was in punk instead of in old country. I don't know how to explain it. They're a very unique band. They're the only band that sounds like Social Distortion, in my opinion, is Social Distortion. But they're definitely got their hands in punk somehow. It's in there. They're rooted in there. And they have been gone for like, for what, 8, 9, 10 years, something like that. Nobody's heard about them, nothing. All of a sudden, bam, they're working on a new album. So if you are a fan of Social Distortion, start looking for a new album coming out very, very soon. I'm kind of interested in what they sound like after all this time. Because people evolve, their sounds evolve. They think about it. They've been listening to music for the last how many? Let's say 8. Let's just call it 8 years. Maybe it's more or less. I don't know. Let's say 8 years. Think about all the music that has come out in the last 8 years. They've been listening to this. Whether or not you think that you are being influenced by music is irrelevant. What you think, you are. You are being influenced by it because it's getting in your brain subconsciously. Your tastes may adapt, change, evolve, however you want to say it. It's up to you, however you want to say it. So it'd be interesting to hear what they sound like now. So Social Distortion, coming back out with an album pretty soon. Now, 4 pounds of cocaine found by the police. Where did they find it? Well, they pulled somebody over and they found the 4 pounds of cocaine hidden very cleverly inside of Lunchables. You know the Lunchables that you've been giving your kids when you send them to school? The little boxes? You open it up and you slide the little tray out, and it's got like the crackers and some cheese, maybe a little peanut butter and a little piece of apple or something. Little Lunchables. Well, they just took the Lunchable out of the box and wrapped up some cocaine and slid it right in the box, resealed the box, and had a bunch of those in the grocery bag. You know, people, we just got Lunchables for our kids. No, you're a drug trafficker. You're the cartel. Anyway, I'm sure that they're going away for a long, long time. And dicks on your back? What is that about? This guy, he falls asleep at a party. Now, I had a clip of him, but really it's in another language, and I don't speak this other language, and he's really ranting and raving. So for all I know, he's being really disgusting, foul, and nasty, and just it's really saying horrible things. And I don't want to play that without knowing what he's saying. But this guy fell asleep at a party, passed out, and these guys went and got a whole bunch of multicolored dildos. Yes. Very, very floppy silicone dildos. And what do they do to this poor guy? You know how they got someone that got suction cups, and you can suction cup him on the wall? That would have been really funny if they like suction cupped him on his back, and he got up and he like walked around and looked like a dinosaur. They're like, you know, they're bouncing and stuff on his back, a whole bunch of them. That'd be funny, right? Because then you just pop them all off. But no, they didn't do that. They super glued them on his back. Yeah. How rude, right? How rude. They super glued all these silicone dildos, multicolors all over his back in 2 rows going down his back. And while he's ranting and raving and running around, they're of course filming him. And he's running and they're bouncing up and down just like I was just describing a second ago. And it's hilarious to watch. But you know this guy's very upset because he can't get him off of there. He even gets in the shower at one point. He's trying to see if the hot water will help. And they're not coming off. So I don't know. I mean, the video, of course, ends eventually. And you never know the outcome of the story. So, my man, I hope that everything has worked out for you. I do. I know what it's like to have a bunch of dicks on my back. But not that way. Anyway, finally, Grand Theft Auto Dreamin'. This is a pretty awesome story. I like this one. This guy had a dream. Okay, he said that he was sleeping peacefully, and he had a dream that his car was being stolen. That some guy had broken into his car, did whatever with the thing, started up the car, and was stealing it. Then the guy crashed the car that was stealing the car. He crashed it and got out and ran. And then the guy wakes up from his dream and realizes that he's in the backseat of his own car where he had fallen asleep earlier, and it was true. The car actually had been stolen by some guy And the guy crashed the car and just jumped out and ran away when he woke up. Dreaming reality. The Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space. Taking a short break, pausing the action for station identification. We'll be back with hour number 3. So go nowhere.
Ashley's of Westland, the best for food, friends, and entertainment. Stop in on Mondays for $5 burgers, Tuesdays for $3 pints and trivia, Wednesdays for $5 pizza, and don't forget to stop by on Saturday nights to visit our own DJ Wild Bill and Sporkle Live. Order delivery online with Grubhub and Uber Eats at Ashley's.com. Ashley's of Westland is located at 7525 Wayne Road in Westland, Michigan. Ashley's of Westland, Michigan's premier multi-tap. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Top 10 Artists 23 EXP releases their 11-song debut album, Welcome, featuring songs like Siren, This album is guaranteed to satisfy your hunger with songs like Food, Welcome by 23 EXP is available right now at CD Baby, Amazon, Spotify, Pandora, and wherever music is sold. And yes, this album includes the number 1 song, Stand Up. Welcome by 23 EXP. Get it today. The monster that's inside.
Are you looking to bring the karaoke experience to your next event? Have you looked at the home karaoke systems and found them to be just toys? Well, Alien Stone Entertainment Karaoke has professional equipment, professional sound, and delivers a professional karaoke experience. Don't settle for hundreds of songs when you can have tens of thousands. From oldies, Motown, and R&B to rock, metal, alternative, rap, and country, Alien Stone Entertainment Karaoke has it all. Alien Stone Entertainment Karaoke is available for private parties as well as bars, clubs, and other special events. For booking, call 734-658-2746. That's 734-658-2746. Or visit us online at www.alienstoneentertainment.com. Alien Stone Entertainment. Out of this world karaoke, down to earth prices.
Whoa.
The moment my son saw a redwood tree
It's huge!
is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing.
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Alien X Fest 2019. Live at the Token Lounge, Westland, Michigan. Saturday, February 23rd. Doors at 7. $10 cover. Dark Serenity. Sugar Punk Fairies. Concrete Angels. Vicarians. And the Creeping Chaos. Tune in and rock out as we broadcast live on alienxradio.com. 18 and over with proper ID. Don't miss the LTD guitar raffle for Forgotten Harvest. Alien X Fest 2019.
The views and opinions expressed in the following show do not necessarily represent those of this station or its sponsors.
Am I the meanest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the prettiest?
Alien Stone.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Alien Stone.
But who am I?
Alien Stone.
Who am I?
Alien Stone.
I can't hear you.
Alien Stone.
Shogun of Harlem.
You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos, directly into your Vajir hole. You have been beamed aboard and are now inside the mothership for the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
Can you feel it?
All right, everybody, welcome. It's hour number 3 of the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space, and I am still having a blast. I hope you are as well. Broadcasting live on alienxradio.com, youtube.com, and facebook.com, all simultaneously. Check out any one of those, and I'll tell you right now, I do believe, it's my opinion, okay? I've looked at the feed on both Facebook, and I've looked at the feed on YouTube, and I do believe that YouTube has the cleaner feed and the better sound. It has a better sound, and the picture quality, I just think it's better. So, I mean, I'm not telling you, that if you're watching on Facebook, you're getting garbage. But I'm just saying, by all means, head on over and check out the YouTube one as well. It's easier to talk to me through the Facebook app, of course, than it is through the YouTube one. But remember, if you'd like to talk to me, there's a couple different ways you can do that. You can, of course, go to the Facebook feed, and, I'm watching that live. You can always chat with me that way. Many people have. And you can also go to alienxradio.com, click on the chat room tab, and, not too many people use that either because it's a brand spanking new chat room, and everybody thinks it's kind of weird because it takes you to another page. But, a lot of people use it, especially on the John LeBang Show. The John LeBang Show, people love it. So head on over there. I check it out every once in a while. You can talk to me that way. But the best way, the way you know for sure that you can talk to me in real time, is give me a call live, 313-444-8919. Again, that's 313-444-8919. Give me a call, damn it. I would like to hear from you. You can request music. You can talk to me about whatever it is that you want to talk to me about. Coming up this hour on the show, the spicy tampon. An exorcist warns about yoga. And can the Amish party or what? Rage yoga is yoga with yelling. Wow, 2 stories about yoga. And, of course, we will do a review of Inside the Mothership's segment known as Just a Few Questions. This week, the episode is called Flight of the Masturbator. And we'll see how Dee did under the pressure answering just a few questions this week. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get things underway the way we always get hour number 3 underway. It's time for that wackadoo of the week.
And now your wackadoo of the week.
It has to have pee in it. It has to have pee in it. And I love sniffing and chewing dirty diapers. The heavier ones that have more pee smell better. Yeah. This one's soft. I love it. It just tastes amazing. I have one while I'm cooking in the kitchen. I have one in my drawers. I have one while I'm sleeping. I keep some in my trunk. I keep some in my pocketbook.
I find a lot of diapers, all over the place. There's a diaper. There's a diaper.
Because she doesn't care what time it is, she'll wake my baby up to take the diaper that's on the baby.
I want to take this one off of her here.
Oh my God, she's gonna cry.
My addiction to diapers started about 3 years ago. One of my friends was changing her baby, and she gave me the diaper to throw out. And I kept it for a week, and I smelled it every morning, night. I'm gonna smell them just one last time, and then you can have them.
I'm gonna smell them just one last time, and then you can have them.
No.
Please, John.
No.
I like dirty diapers. That's what I want. That's what I need to have.
Dirty diapers. That's what I want. That's what I need to have.
The diapers, they decay after a certain time. It'll start to mold a little bit. oh, there's flies all of a sudden. Wait, don't let them throw my diapers out. My name's Keisha, and I'm addicted to chewing on dirty diapers.
Well, how do you feel now that you're about to give birth and have your own supply?
I feel great.
I'm sorry, I threw up in my mouth a little bit, and really, okay. Addicted to sniffing dirty diapers is in and of itself disgusting, but then you have to chew on them. And okay, let me be very clear. I saw the video. She's not like with her teeth like and like, you know, juices. No, she's not doing that. Okay, she's like covering her lips over her teeth and like I'm on a rolled up, tightened up, but nonetheless, okay. Really. And now she's got her own. She's gonna have her own baby, so now she's gonna be able to just get a fresh diaper whenever she feels like sniffing and chewing on a diaper. Music for the Vajir holes. I think. Let's. Here's a band. It's called Pound and Place in the Sun. I got the heebie-jeebies now. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919.
Bus commercials, definitely.
Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
Awesome!
All right, everybody, it is now time for the Punchlines, number 3. Punchlines, and this portion of the show is brought to you by Ashley's of Westland. Please join them on February 20th, where 2 breweries, Farmington Brewing Company and Dragon Mead Brewing, will be facing off in the 2019 Brewery Throwdown. They'll be fighting for your vote on Wednesday to see who will be moving forward in the March Madness style bracket. Each beer that they sell from 5 to 11 will count towards their total, and at the end of the night, they'll tally up the total and declare a winner, and they will move on. And I will stumble over this again and again. Just remember that with good beer, everyone wins at Ashley's. That's Ashley's of Westland. It's located at 7525 Wayne Road in Westland. For the best in food, friends, and entertainment, it's Ashley's of Westland, Michigan's premier multi-tap. So, that being said, let's get on to Punchlines number 3. CEO ousted as disabled woman's pregnancy is probed. What? It's inappropriate for a CEO to go around probing pregnant chicks. That's how his secretary got knocked up in the first place. No, anyway, really seriously, so the CEO's so he's got a disabled person that works for him. She's pregnant, and he's putting some kind of a probe into her pregnancy to see if it's real, I guess? To see if she's faking it? Dickhead. Moving on. Floors collapsed at St. Petersburg University, and now a new oh my god, this is horrible. A new cheerleader weight limit has been instituted as a result. Cheerleaders, they can only weigh so much. We have a weight limit now. It's terrible, terrible. Billionaire to hold concert in Venezuela. Now, I'm sure that everybody would much rather have like a cool band or an artist or a comedian or somebody like that. I mean, what's a billionaire going to do that's so entertaining to be in a concert? Please, it's just the way you write your headlines, people. It doesn't make me want to read it. I'm like, I have no idea what he would do. That's what he's entertaining. Teach us how to make money, I guess. Oh my god. That's called a conference. And that has been the Punchlines. As it were. So, anyway, we got more music for the Vajir Holes on the way, of course, which I still haven't even picked out. I am so bad. I don't even pick out the music ahead of time. You know, nobody's requesting anything anymore, so, you know, I just play, you know, whatever I like. But you know what I get, though, is I got a lot of people saying, hey, what's that band that you played? It was cool. Hey, I like that music that you played. So maybe I'm doing a good job just picking stuff out and giving you, like, an avenue to hear new music. Because, you know, that's what I hope to do. I mean, I've got some friends from across the pond that have recently turned me on to some different bands, and they sent me over some music, and I was checking that out just the other day. It's cool music. I mean, you know, I was jamming to it, and it comes from a different, you know, you would never hear that if it wasn't for some kind of connection like this. You know, this internet radio thing. It's pretty awesome that, I mean, you've been listening to regular radio all your life, but that regular radio is like limited to an area that they can broadcast to. You know what I'm saying? But when you get into internet radio, you know, it sounds the same right next door as it does in London or as it does in Japan. You know, it can be heard anywhere in the world, anywhere where there's internet connection. You can pick up the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space. And here I was talking all this time, and I could have been picking out some music in the meantime, which I think I found some. This is a really cool tune. This is another person that was involved with the radio station since the very beginning. Since the very, very, very beginning. Wait, was I supposed to talk about something before I got to this? I was. Oh, yeah. Everybody's like, really, seriously, dude, you're going to forget about that? You had us scared over the break. We need to know what this is about. So, we're going to talk about an exorcist and how he warns about yoga. But first, the spicy tampon. This is a couple that are pretty well known. They're pretty well known on Facebook and on the internet and social media. They really are nasty to each other. They do really horrible jokes to each other all the time. And I'm really surprised that they're still together. So this has got to be fake, right? It's got to be fake. It would have to be fake for them to still be together. Well, fake or not, it's entertaining. And we watch it, and everybody reacts to it. And the newest one horrified me. Because whether it's true or not, it's giving people bad ideas. Okay? It's giving people avenues of thought that they might not have thought about before. Like, hey, let's do this. This guy supposedly, allegedly, busted open a hot pepper. He busted open a hot pepper, and he rubbed the juice from the hot pepper on his girlfriend's tampon. And then she, of course, used it. And then he filmed her screaming, I'm sure. Okay, now, everybody's like, right now, you got two reactions right now. Either you are right now falling on the floor laughing with tears rolling down your eyes. And the reason why you are laughing right now at this is because you believe also that this is probably fake. That it probably didn't really happen. Now, the other reaction that you're having is you're appalled right now that I'm even talking about this, that it's horrifying that this guy did this and he should go to jail for assault, okay, because you believe that it's possible that it's true. If the guy that's laughing on the floor for a moment thought that it was true, I don't think he'd be laughing on the floor. He'd be on your side a little bit more, I do believe, okay? If this was real, would I consider this assault? I absolutely would. I mean, come on. I would. Is it assault to walk up and pepper spray somebody in the eyes? I think it is. So wouldn't it be to offense that way too? I mean, she's really in pain. You know, if it's real. If it's all staged for Facebook and YouTube, you know, that's a different story. That's all just fun and games. But they're giving people bad ideas. So stop that. Quit it out. That's horrifying. The spicy tampon. And an exorcist warns about yoga. He says that yoga, when you're doing yoga, it actually leaves you open to Satan. What? He says you can be possessed. Not necessarily by Satan, but by a demon, by a spirit of some kind. You can be possessed while doing yoga. Something about yoga leaves you open to it. And I think that, you know, maybe, just maybe, the exorcist was smoking something. I'm just saying. Maybe he's smoking something. Mikhail is the name of the artist who's been involved in the station since the very beginning. Jane, the name of the tune. And you are listening to The Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space.
Call me your friend. Jane, there you go. You get frustrated and the anger flows. You spend 3 hours speaking your mind. We've had this conversation a million times. You could have said it was over. You could have said that you won't see me. You could have called
Yes, a little Sabrina Fala, Your Kiss is a Killer. On the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space, it is time for another short break, a pause in the action for station identification. A moment to introduce you to our sponsors, the people that make this broadcast possible for you. Still coming up, the Amish can really party. And rage yoga. We'll talk about what that is. And a review of Just a Few Questions, Flight of the Masturbator from Inside the Mothership this past Sunday, which is live each and every Sunday at 12 noon Eastern. Right here on Alien X Radio and our fine affiliates around the world. But first, it's time for a news break. So, we'll be back with the rest of hour number 3 of the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from Outer Space. Go nowhere.
And now your weekly news update from NPR.
Broadcasting directly into your brain.
I've always listened to it.
Israel is withholding funds to the Palestinian Authority that it says are used to pay families of people who attack Israelis. Naomi Zebeloff reports.
The Israeli Prime Minister's media advisor said that Israel's security cabinet decided to withhold more than $138 million from the Palestinian Authority in fulfillment of a 2018 law. In a statement, the advisor said that that figure is the equivalent of Palestinian payments in 2018 to, quote, terrorists imprisoned in Israel and their families and to released prisoners. Among Palestinians, the payments are broadly seen as social support for people who have sacrificed in the fight against Israel's occupation. A spokesman for Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas called the deductions a, quote, piracy of the Palestinian people's money. The deductions come out of tax revenues that Israel collects on behalf of the Palestinian Authority. For NPR News, I'm Naomi Zebeloff in Tel Aviv.
Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe is declining to say if he nominated President Trump for the Nobel Peace Prize. In the Japanese parliament today, Abe was asked about Trump's remarks Friday that Abe had sent him a copy of his nominating letter. Abe did not confirm either way, saying it is the Nobel Committee's policy to keep nominations confidential. However, he did praise the negotiations to end North Korea's nuclear weapons program. Wall Street closed today due to the President's Day holiday. Elsewhere, stocks are putting in a mixed performance ahead of more trade talks this week between the United States and China. I'm Giles Snyder, NPR News from Washington.
NPR podcasts are now available on every platform. Check out all our shows at npr.org/podcasts.
Ashley's of Westland, the best for food, friends, and entertainment. Stop in on Mondays for $5 burgers, Tuesdays for $3 pints and trivia, Wednesdays for $5 pizza, and don't forget to stop by on Saturday nights to visit our own DJ Wild Bill and Sporkle Live. Order delivery online with Grubhub and Uber Eats at Ashley's.com. Ashley's of Westland is located at 7525 Wayne Road in Westland, Michigan. Ashley's of Westland, Michigan's premier multi-tap.
Alien X Fest 2019. Live at the Token Lounge, Westland, Michigan. Saturday, February 23rd. Doors at 7. $10 cover. Dark Serenity. Sugar Punk Fairies. Concrete Angels. Vicarians. And the Creeping Chaos. Tune in and rock out as we broadcast live on alienxradio.com. 18 and over with proper ID. Don't miss the LTD guitar raffle for Forgotten Harvest. Alien X Fest 2019.
Feel Good Firing's the place to call when you really want to make yourself feel big by firing somebody. We provide you with an unsuspecting loser who you can hire, then turn around and fire. But Feel Good Firing services go beyond just satisfying your little hissy fits. We'll give you someone you can pin the blame on the next time you spend the whole company payroll on hookers and blow. So when you screw up, don't take the blame. Just pass the buck. Call Feel Good Firings and we'll take the blame, the shame, and the indictments away.
Resistance is futile, but you can struggle if you like.
It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
You got something to say? Say it, bucko. Call into the show live at 313-444-8919. Again, that number is 313-444-8919.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. We are now in the home stretch. We're going to call it the home stretch. Second half of hour number 3. Each and every Monday, I'm going to bring you the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. Whether you listen or not, I'll be here. I'm just saying. 9 a.m. to 12 noon. And at 12 noon, I also go live with Don't Touch the Hair. So how about having lunch with a little hair in it? Talking about your hair band music from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. We won't be live on Facebook. We won't be live on YouTube for that show, but we will be live on alienxradio.com. It can also be heard on the TuneIn app on your smart device. You can make requests for your favorite music, your hair band music from the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And each and every week, I will bring you the hair band ballad of the week. So maybe you might want to vote for your favorite hair band ballad, because there'll only be one ballad per week. Try to keep everything else rock and rolling in your face, because that's what the hair bands are really about. Not really. They were about getting some, so they did all the slow stuff. Anyway, we got more music for your Vajir holes, of course, coming up. And we're going to talk about, well, we've got Flight of the Masturbator. That's coming up, which is an episode of Just a Few Questions from Inside the Mothership, which can be heard live here on the station and our affiliates around the world at 12 noon Eastern. That is myself and D-Unit host that show, where I ask him just a few questions. That's coming up. But first, before we get to more music for your Vajir holes, let's talk about the Amish. The Amish, turns out they can party. And it turns out that hypocrites are everywhere. I thought that the Amish weren't allowed to drink. That's what I thought. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Has it ever happened to you? It's happened to me. I'm just saying. I thought they couldn't drink. Well, it turns out that there was like... I don't know how many, 30-some people? No, I'm sorry. Whoa! I just looked at it. 75 people were arrested for underage drinking at a very large Amish party in Ohio. It was Amish people partying, and they were drinking, and they were underage, and there were 75 of them. What kind of, that's a huge party. Was it all Amish people? It says they were all Amish. So they're all partying, they got a kegger going on, and they got underage people there drinking. Cops get called, the cops show up with these newfangled devices called flashlights and find them all drinking. Now are you allowed to drink out of the keg? The keg was made by machinery. I don't know. So they must be hypocrites, right? They're doing things they're not supposed to do. I bet you they had music playing too, like a DJ going or something. They're not supposed to do that. I don't know. But it turns out the Amish know how to party. Who knew, right? Who knew? They hide behind the hats and the beards. But really, they party. I have to remember that next time I get invited to an Amish kegger. I'm going to have to go and check that out. See if it gets out of hand. So anyway, rage yoga, turns out, is just regular yoga with screaming and yelling. So it's a new thing that, because supposedly yoga is supposed to relieve stress. It's supposed to relieve stress. Well, just like if you take a pill to do something, they'll come out with another version of the pill, which is extra strength, whatever pill it is. So this is like extra strength yoga for relieving stress. So you're doing yoga, but at the same time you're going, I hate you! Or whatever. And you're letting out all your stress and your anger. And you're freaking out. So you already look crazy because you're in this weird position with your butt up in the air. Now you sound crazy as well because you're screaming in public. I always make sure that I scream with the windows up and nobody looking. But I've been caught screaming and hollering. I'm just saying. I'm not crazy. I'm just frustrated. Maybe I should try some rage yoga. Anyway, music for the Vajir holes right now, all up in your face from outer space on the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. It's my own friend, Motown Vinny, and a song that he wrote and he donated to the third movie I ever wrote, directed, and produced, which was called Blood Red Beauty. Check it out, by the way, on YouTube. You can find the previews for it on YouTube. Blood Red Beauty by Alien Stone. Actually, it's by Keith Sandland, but that's me, Alien Stone. Anyway, Release Me, the name of the tune, by Vince Smith, and you are listening to the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
The road to hell, they say, is paved with good intentions. They twist my thoughts until I go against my own convictions. They fill my head with lies and rationalizations. They send my broken will on permanent vacation. I can feel it taking hold of me, and there's no way I'm breaking free. Release me from this spell I'm under, before my soul is torn asunder. Can you save me now from this tragic fate, or is it too late? Is it too late for me? Ability to control my actions. No more morality, just bloody satisfaction. Well, I know my will is strong, but it's total domination. Now all I know is death and this violent sensation. I can feel it taking hold of me, and there's no way I'm breaking free. From the spell I'm under, before my soul is torn asunder. Can you save me now from this tragic fate, or is it too late? Is it too late for me? Go for a while, all I do is sit and cry. I can feel it taking hold of me, and there's no way I'm breaking free. Release me from the spell I'm under, before my soul is torn asunder. Can you save me now from this tragedy?
Broadcasting from beyond planet chaos, directly into your Vajir holes. It's the attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space. You got something to say? Don't be a bitch. Call into the show at 313-444-8919. Or you can jump in the chat room at alienxradio.com.
All right, everybody. It is that time once again to do a review of Just a Few Questions. That's a segment on Inside the Mothership, which occurs at 12 noon Eastern each and every Sunday here on Alien X Radio and our fine affiliates around the world like UG Media in the UK and WON The Apple in New York City, New York, and of course Raw Talk Online in Florida. So anyway, let's go ahead and do a review right now. Wow, I always run into issues, you know what I'm saying? Always the last second. Of course, you know, the folder closes that I was just looking at. It's amazing to me the problems that we run into on live radio. Oh, man. Here we go. Let's grab this and load this in here. Oh, of course, I can't just load it in there. Why? Why? Unbelievable. Running out of time here. Let's get this done. All because I forgot to do something stupid like tag something. I hate programs that won't let you play something if you don't tag it. It just is blank. So what good is it? You got to make sure you tag it. Well, there. It's tagged now. Are you happy? And you're still not calling it tagged. Anyway, this week's episode is called Flight of the Masturbator. Check it out. It's the Attack of the Monday Morning Madcast from outer space.
To answer just a few questions.
All right, everybody, we have reached that portion of the show. It's my favorite. It's my favorite. It's what I put the most work into.
You put like 20 minutes into it.
I have to really think. I have to come up with this stuff.
There are times where I come down here and you're still working on it.
That's right, because I'm really thinking of stuff.
Oh, you started it.
Do you remember, like, when we started, it was like, okay, so, like, you find a bag with some money in it. Do you turn it in?
Right. And now it's a whole history. It's just a few stories.
Right. Just a few situations.
It's Mad Libs, but different.
Just a few Turkish prisoners.
Oh, Igor's Lube. That's right. Just a few questions brought to you by Igor's Lube.
That's right. And really, if you think about it, just a few questions is like the mother and father of Igor's Lube.
It is.
It created and pushed it out into the world.
It did.
And it was easy to push it out. Why? Igor's Lube.
Igor's Lube. We used itself.
It's good for everything.
Everything.
It's good for everything, man.
Yep. I got a squeaky garage door.
There you go.
And I had to grab some... right. But didn't have any at the time.
Gotcha.
So I got the big old economo bucket coming.
Yeah.
Big one. Just going to take care of it all.
Sweet. So, here we go. Let's go ahead and get this underway.
Question number 1.
Question number 1.
Shut the front door.
How you like that?
Oh.
So, question number 1.
All right.
You are going on a vacation. Your Uber driver was on time this morning and was not a talker, so you enjoyed your quiet ride. You arrive at Metro Airport 2 hours before your flight is scheduled to depart. After giving your driver a 3-star review because his car smelled like onions, you grabbed your bags and headed straight for the check-in counter. You check your luggage in and your carry-on bag. You brought clothes, a few different pairs of shoes, a swimsuit, your boombox, a laptop computer, and a hardcover copy of War and Peace for some light reading.
A hard copy. You're so detailed.
If you had to take one of your old girlfriends along with you on this trip, what might some of her baggage be?
Oh my God, are you freaking kidding me?
A hair dryer, makeup, and daddy issues. B, jewelry, perfume, and a multiple personality disorder. C, several G-strings, $1,000 in singles that smell like her vagina, and your balls in a jar. Or D, a complete itinerary of everything you will do every minute of every day of this vacation. A 6-page list of people that you will be sending postcards to from every place that you will go. And your bone-crushingly defeated will to live. And go.
Oh, that was my dirty 30 birthday.
It's like, true story.
Pretty much it was a true
all that
story.
happened. It was all that.
Which is funny. I
remember wild card answers? And one make up your own.
I love it how you say X.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You're not saying, hey,
I'm gonna throw your neck right down there for the chopping block.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
I know better than that. I did that already once when I asked you who made the best meatloaf, your mom or your wife. That was almost dangerous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Right. All right. So, you know what? This is a very odd question because, I have to think about all the ex-girlfriends and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Who I would take on vacation with me.
Mm-hmm.
I've only went on one vacation with an actual ex-girlfriend, and again, it was my dirty 30 birthday party. We went to Las Vegas. Don't ever do it. So, with all this being said, and I'm not really wanting to think more than what I've already thought about, I am going to go for the wild card.
The wild card answer is...
I rolled the dice. We were having so much fun today. Hit me with the wild card.
The wild card answer is she has no luggage. She's not really your old girlfriend. She's a hooker that you met in the security line and rented for $10 in a pack of Lucky Strikes.
Hell yeah!
All right, so totally guilt-free.
Bonus and cheap.
And your bonus question is...
Oh, man, I forgot about
You forgot about the bonus question. Would you rather be on a 10-hour flight with your ex-girlfriend or a 1-hour drive with both your ex-girlfriend and your current wife? Back to the chopping block, my friend.
I can't make up my answer for this one, right?
No.
I gotta either choose A or B, right?
That's right.
I'm gonna go with A, dude. I would rather be on a 10-hour flight with an ex-girlfriend than because
both of them would be bad. Yeah, you get both ears.
See, you know what?
Both ears.
That's what's gonna happen when I go to hell. Okay, they're gonna put me in a room with my wife and all my ex-girlfriends, and that's how
That's how it's gonna go down.
That's how I'm gonna go down.
All right. So,
question number 2.
What question number is it again?
Question number 2.
Oh,
question number 2. Well, that was close. You almost didn't get to board your flight.
Whoa.
Your traveling companion threw a temper tantrum about not getting a window seat and threatened to blow up the aircraft.
That was not part of the deal with the $10 in Lucky Strikes.
So after convincing the flight attendant that you'd never seen her before in your life, she was out and you were on your way. Crazy ain't gonna ruin your trip.
Yeah.
So now you are soaring thousands of feet in the air, and just as your ears pop, the captain announces that you can take off your seatbelt and move freely about the cabin. Right away, you see a sleazy chick duck into a restroom. A few moments later, a big, giant, fat, sweaty guy enters into the same restroom behind her. What do you do next? A, report this inappropriate behavior to the flight attendant or sky marshal at once. B, unbuckle your seatbelt and move about the cabin right on over to the restroom door to listen to what sounds like a murder taking place in a thick mud puddle. C, check the woman's purse for $10 in a pack of Lucky Strikes.
Yeah.
Or D, open the door and offer them a new travel-sized bottle of salmon-flavored Igor's Lube from your carry-on bag in exchange for Nexties. And go.
definitely wouldn't want Nexties. Definitely wouldn't want that.
No.
However, offering the Igor's Lube thing would be pretty comical and probably something that I would do in my own little personality that I am. And I can't choose the wild card again.
Yeah, no, you can do a wild card again.
Can I?
Yes.
You know what?
The only thing you can only do once per game is make up your own answer.
Okay. Well, I want to go for the wild card.
Wild card answer is... Tell the flight attendant that you lied when you said you didn't know that crazy lady and would like to be thrown off the aircraft now, please.
Oh.
Whoa. Failed. You died.
So then that means we don't have to go to question number 3.
You've been resurrected and you're back on your aircraft.
Oh, damn.
Bonus question. Have you ever or have you never had sex on an airplane? And if not, would you if you could? And go.
Dude, you're setting me.
Kavoda.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, I had sex on an aircraft before.
Yes.
That's okay, dude. You are a hero.
Kind of.
Kind of.
I have.
All right. Well, that's good. There's your answer.
No BS. No BS.
No BS. All right. There's
she
your
had
answer.
to make up for all of her mess ups during the Dirty 30 party, so on the way back, we got a little funky.
Nice.
But it was the red eye, and everybody was asleep, so it kind of worked out.
Sweet.
Question number 3.
Question number 3.
Thank you.
Question number 3.
All right.
After a very entertaining flight, which included watching a fat guy and a hooker get cut out of an airplane restroom by the jaws of life, you disembark the aircraft, collect your luggage, and take an Uber to your hotel. After giving your driver a 5-star review because he also sold weed, you stagger into the lobby. You check in. First things first, let's check all the amenities. Shampoo, soap, and towels, check. Hot tub, hair dryer, and personal safe, check. Coffee maker, microwave, and mini fridge, check. Now on to the mini bar. Cheez-Its, Hot Pockets, and tiny bottles of tequila, check. So, what do you do next? A, take a shower and try to wash away the shame at the fact that you were secretly wanted to be in that airplane restroom with said fat guy and gross chick, Jabba the Hutt, and Princess Leia. B, lock up the weed you got from your Uber driver and have a soak in the hot tub that I'm sure no one has ever peed or came in. C, eat and drink everything in the minibar and just try to blame it on housekeeping when you check out. Or D, check out the hotel's fine assortment of available pay-per-view porn channels and rub one out. And go.
Oh, I'm going to go with D.
Going with D. D goes with D.
And I just got a text from my wife that says I'm no longer allowed to come home.
Really? All right.
No, I'm just kidding.
It's a radio show.
I'm totally just kidding. Oh, yeah.
So D.
Yeah.
All right. So
one out, baby.
The wild card answer you did not choose. Go out on the town looking for a hooker that will let you put your finger in her butt for $10 and a pack of Lucky Strikes.
Oh, is she paying me?
That's interesting. I haven't thought of that. We'll say okay. Yeah. And your bonus question, where have you gone on this vacation?
That's where
I'm asking you.
We went to Cuba.
You went to Cuba. All right, now we got to do this super fast because we've only got 1 minute left of the show. It's time for the lightning round. Tip on the hip or in the front?
Front.
Stupid! You're
That's how you get crabs.
stupid!
Oh, that's not nice.
Stripper cash, moist or dry?
Moist.
Driver who smells like onions or smells like weed?
Smells like weed.
What saves the day, the jaws of life or Igor's Lube?
Both.
Pick one, soap and water or Cheez-Its and tequila?
Oh, Cheez-Its and tequila.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
You're dirty. True or false? There was a hairdryer in your room.
True.
Most hotel hot tubs are tainted with piss and sperm.
True.
Most hotel pay-per-view porn was shot in the hotel you're watching it in.
True.
Give 3 other terms for rubbing one out. Really?
You're putting me shucking one off.
Too long.
Rub and tug.
Jack it off. Masturbating. Beating your meat.
I call
spanking your monkey.
I call it a little bit of a rub and tug.
And finally, what is the most you should ever pay for a hooker? Come on.
The most?
Come on, you know.
$10.
And what?
A pack of Lucky Strikes.
Thank you very much. And that has been Just a Few Questions.
I worked on my hair a long time, and he hit it. He hits my hair.
Don't touch the hair.
We just washed the hair.